Hello everyone, how are you doing? Today we will watch a short retelling of the film The Woman in Black. England. The end of the 19th century. The main character of the picture, a young lawyer Arthur, is raising his son Joseph alone. His wife died in childbirth. On behalf of his office, he leaves for Gifford County, for the funeral of Voss, the last mistress of the estate, Mrs. Drablow. His main task is to sort out her papers and find a will. On the train, the young man meets Sam Daly, who transparently hints that Arthur is going to a rather strange and gloomy place. Arriving at the place, Arthur turns to the local solicitor for help, who also makes it clear that he should have left the village. However, Arthur is not going to leave. Having solved the case of Mrs. Drablow, he will advance in the service. The estate has a bad reputation in the district. Locals try to avoid it. It's all about a terrible legend. Many years ago, Mrs. Drablow's little son drowned in the local marshes. The child's body was never found. And after a while, the villagers, under very strange circumstances, began to die children. Superstitious residents of Gifford County believe that a terrible ghost is to blame. They call her the Woman in Black. Arthur's new acquaintances, Sam Daly and his wife Elizabeth, also lost a child once. Elizabeth sincerely believes that their son is still with them, and Sam is convinced that this is just superstitious nonsense. At the estate, Arthur finds Mrs. Drablow's personal letters. After studying them, he learns the story of the Woman in Black. During her lifetime, her name was Janet, and in the past she lost her son Nathaniel. First she gave him up for adoption to her sister, Mrs. Drablow, and then he died. The carriage in which the boy was traveling with his foster mother overturned and he drowned in the swamp. He could have been saved, but Mrs. Drablow chose to save the property. The boy's real mother, in her letters, openly accused her sister of his death and swore that she would never forgive anyone or anything. Young Arthur, who has lost a dear person himself, is ready to sincerely sympathize with her, but the terrible ghost does not require pity. He exudes hatred and evil. The meaning of Janet's posthumous existence was revenge. For many years she has been wandering around the swamps and has a strange effect on children. Under hypnosis they commit suicide. Earlier, Arthur wrote to his son's nanny, Adelaide, to bring him a child. He suddenly realizes that Joseph may also be in the zone of attention of a vengeful ghost. However, it is too late to warn Adelaide. They are already on their way. Therefore, the man begins to act. In the swamps, he finds the body of the deceased Nathaniel, takes him to the estate and waits for the arrival of the Woman in Black. She really appears with a piercing scream, and after a few seconds, disappears. Arthur buries the boy's body in Janet's grave and sighs with relief. He is sure that the creepy spirit has finally found peace. In the finale of the film, the hero goes to the train station to meet Adelaide and Joseph. Suddenly the boy sees a woman in black and goes straight to the tracks. A train is approaching. Arthur, alarmed by the sudden disappearance of his son, also sees a ghost. He rushes after Joseph, but does not have time to save him. Both are run over by a train. After that, both find themselves in the other world, and the guy sees a young woman approaching them. Arthur's heart freezes. This is his wife. That's how this movie ends. Thank you for watching. If you liked the retelling, put likes and subscribe. Soon there will be a lot of videos on the channel. See you later.